Send this video to an upcoming musician, maybe an upcoming creator. It's not basically only for musicians, but I just tag the musicians because of the rate of upcoming musicians that have been DMing me. Even people that will meet me say, go this Star TV, release a story for us, that a motivational story that will ginger us more. And you see, I thought over it, and I decided to bring an angle that nobody has been looking at. Normally, all these big musicians, what you interview, what you hear them say is just keep working, hard work, keep creating. Yes, we know all these things, but there are some things that they didn't say, and there are some things that I've observed that they exhibited, but they don't say it in shows. And that's what I'm here to say today. You see, first of all, before I say the story to motivate you, first of all, I would like to open your mindset to what I call the rugged mentality. See, have this mindset of, if you don't do this thing, who will do it for you? And if you don't do it, nobody will do it for you. Simple. That's what I mean by the rugged mentality. And let me explain something for you. There are only two times people will come into your life: as a creator, as a musician, as anything you have. This video will be somehow long because of a lot of things I'm going to say, so just stick around and listen to what I have to say. There are only two times people will come to your life. Number one is when you are winning. Number two is when you are failing. There are some people that just come to you only to celebrate you when you have won, and there are some people that will come to you to celebrate you when you have failed. They are the only two times people will come into your life. Now, as an upcoming creator, you are crying. You are saying nobody is supporting me. Nobody is. The complaint is too much. And if you have this rugged mentality, you will fall on the road. Davido, the biggest, everybody know. Even his own father did not support him. So what you that just starting that, even your father, not like him, his own father is rich, have the capacity, even their delicate name has the capacity to push his career alone. But he didn't support him. The only time his father came into the picture was when he started winning. I tell that there's only two times people come into your life: when you have won or when you have failed. Now let me say a scenario before I explain this further. You see, because of this jam that people are writing, somebody wrote jam, and she wrote before other people. So I asked her, Alpha, what's your jam score? She like, come on, she passed. I said, thank God you passed. But Alpha, what's your jam score? She said, you say your own jam score. I said, Alpha, now I've not yet gotten my own. Surely, if I see my own, I'll say, just what's up? Because it's all applying this together. What's your jam score now? She said, I passed, sir. I said, yes, now I know you passed. What's your jam score? And then she started shouting. At that moment, I arrested my case. Now you see that same thing that she's trying to hide. If by mistake now I bring out my own jam score, which I've never gotten, but if I now bring it out, I'm like, okay, see what I got. If she notices immediately that she's higher than me, she will immediately bring out that same jam score that she'll be hiding back to me, back to my face. Now this time I'm mocking you why you failed. Now that's the second time. So now if eventually again I'm also celebrating that I have won, see my jam score high, you will not see people coming again to celebrate. That's the only two times people come into your life. When you have this mentality as a creator, more you will do your thing alone, knowing that nobody is interested in your struggle. Have that mentality. Nobody want to be part of your story. Stop saying people. Have that. When you have that thing alone, you will just keep doing. Nobody is interested in part of. You only want to be part of your glory, or be part of those that will mock you when you have failed. That's the first thing you need to know as a creator: the rugged mentality. If you have this rugged mentality, you end up calling people you're not supposed to call sir. Yeah, just life. Because even aside from music and create all this content creating, aside from this, even in normal life, if you don't have this rugged mentality to handle life, people you are not supposed to call sir, you end up calling. I've seen when I've seen when elder men are calling little boys sir. Not this one are not outside though, these are brothers. First son is calling loud, hey, yes sir, thank you sir. No, now didn't you see that video of Danny Vibes and his classmates? I almost cried. These are people that were in school, and the other one now he wants to kill himself. Like he's so great, like he wants to scatter the whole room. Why? Because his most fellow classmates promised him something. I don't want to go far, but that's just what I'm saying. When you don't have this mentality as a creator, things may spoil for you. Things may end up spoiling for you. Now for musicians, this is your story. You see, a boy called Ebuka lived in a village. This village, the only music there in that village is all these normal traditional songs. If you don't into aside from that, nobody in the village is interested in that. So this guy, he was interested in type of UK rap style. But where do you want to get the sponsorship from? Who wants to listen to that kind of music? Rap? Who? As how? Like what? In that village now, all these elderly men now, you now start listening to hey. No, but like he was all alone in that. And those days, it's not the one that you can have. That time, no social media, nothing like that. He will go from one street to another street, carrying his MP, trying to just showcase his talent. Even people that were around him boosting him when they saw that there's no way for this thing. No, everybody left him. Everybody left him. It was supposed to be a two-man something, a two group, him and another guy called Michael. They're supposed to be two, but if Michael is also very talented, but looking at this thing, see we cannot continue with this vision. No, I have to switch back to the normal traditional style everybody know. Ebuka was like trying to boost him up, like let's just do this. You want to bring a different notion. He said, Baba, I can't continue. He switched back and started doing traditional music. Why only what's his name? Ebuka focused on what he was doing. It was a very tough one. When I mean tough one, it's not this one now that you can post video. I say no social media. How do you want to blow? No social media. Those ones is one that you must people must before the music will even reach far. Like people must have played. It's like recommending. That's how you. Nothing like that. Now one day there was a talent hunt show and he had to pay to get it. He begged everybody just to raise it. You have to pay like 10,000 naira. He begged everybody. Nobody want to give him, and he has lost his father at a very early age. He was staying with his stepmother. He does not know his mother. He was staying with his so at that time like everybody was just laughing at him because number one, his stepmother said just he stopped at secondary school. She's no more interested in pushing him further. He's just hawking. He had to just start hawking just to know how to gather money for himself and for his career. Now he gathered the money by the grace of God. He gathered the money and he went for that thing. He finished. Everybody was vibing to it because he was in a different town. Everybody was vibing to his music. But when it was like time to announce like winners, his name didn't come out. He was already going. He was devastated because that was his last hope. That was his last hope. This is the only way he thought he was going to blow. After paying the money, he went home empty hand. He didn't. But everybody loved his music. Kai. This was one of the worst. Like one of the worst. He almost gave up. He almost gave up. But now what happened one day he was walking on the road. Somebody was like, did I see you so and so there? You're like, yes, me. He said, follow me from there to studio to stage free. Like it all happened on that second. He couldn't believe him. In his wildest dream, he won't believe that he will be walking on that same road. He'll be passing every day, and that type of thing will happen. That's just how simply how things can change. Now when he came back to the village after some years, that time they were now hearing that's when rap started entering the village now, because that was not like the Gen Z way, the trend and everything. And now he came back big. Now what happened? Everybody came to be around him. Why? Because he has won. Do you know this guy, Boy Muller? I don't know if you know Boy Muller or which other upcoming. I'm not looking for the big one, I'm looking for this upcoming. But let me just use Boy Muller for example now. Under how many minutes? Like, see the way he sung that he released last year. I knew when that God Abed was training. I was like, wow, who sang this song? I didn't know he was the guy until when he attached himself to Zlatan, from Zlatan to Asake. His music blew up under seconds. Now if we're hearing Boy Muller, double piano, I don't know, but that's just how things work. Simply, what do you do? Focus on your craft, rugged mentality, and win. Finish. The only way to when you don't have time to even reply them, that is when you have won. Bro, if you have not won, keep quiet. And that's just all I have to say. I don't know if I want this video to this level, but just send this video to an upcoming musician, because yes, consistency, we know that, but bro, if you don't have this rugged mentality, to even face hate comment alone, I'll do a video about that one. To even face those type of comments, if you don't have that mentality, bro, you will fall on the road. Like you will fall. lis ten to what just Ebuka said, and Ebuka just simply said, keep doing your thing, because when grace locates a man, it will pick you from where you are when nobody know you, and to place you in a realm where you never expected to be in your whole life with ease. Go and lis ten to all these big stars, their story. You know that they started somewhere. Bro, keep moving, keep pushing. You you will make it. Define your purpose, know your purpose and stick to it. You must not follow trend. That's the mistake everybody is making. You must not follow trend, bro. You too can trend. You too can trend, bro. You must not follow trend. Katefe, what does he do as he spits? Spitting became his own trend. He's the man that spits. What does Gege do? He give wisdom. The man that gives wisdom. What does Davido do? He sings. The man that sings. Bro, what do you do? That's my question to you. What do you do? What do I do? I'm a motivational storyteller. I come here to say stories that motivate. What do you do? Stick to your... Bro, it's not every discussion you come out. Today I see you dancing. Tomorrow, after having the rugged mentality, let's know you for something. Let's know it for one thing. Bro, there are over 1 million people that want that same thing you do as a creator. Bro, stick to that thing. You must not dance every dance if you're not a dancer. Bro, you must not be everybody. What do I do? I'm a motivational storyteller and I will make it. I don't care what you say. That's my own mentality. So what is your own mentality? What do you think? What do you think? That's your question. What do you think for yourself? Bro,